Akademiks, and check it out. Now, Cardi B has fucking had enough, man. Now, let me tell you this, right? Cardi B won the best new artist at the VMAs like 2 days ago, and pretty much she gave a speech. Now, let me tell you this, man. Her whole speech was about Nicki Minaj, from top to bottom. Now, she started off her speech, and I can't put the whole thing here because Viacom owns that content, and they don't really like when people upload their shit. However, she started off her speech by saying, yo, you know what? It's funny that I'm back here winning awards. And when I first got pregnant, a lot of people said this is like a career ender. You shouldn't do it, blah, blah, blah. There was a lot of people who questioned her decision to have a child at that point in her career. Also, if you guys don't remember, she was going through a lot of turmoil with Offset. Offset was alleged and rumored to be fucking every big booty bitch running around here. So a lot of people were really skeptical about not only her relationship, but her decision to have a child. Now, so she made this speech and she said, yo, man, a lot of people really doubted it, and she was talking to Nicki. You probably said, how was she talking to Nicki? Now, Nicki shaded her, okay? And I hate the word shaded, but that's what it is. Nicki shaded her in some tweets around that time when she was basically trying to give other women advice, but pretty much the advice was shitting on Cardi B. Now, this was back in May, all right? And back in May, that's when Nicki got on Twitter and Nicki said, Queen, know your worth. I've been proposed to 3 times, asked by 4 boyfriends to have their child. Being emotionally, mentally, or physically abused just to crack a fake smile for the gram or show off a ring is not happiness. Being cheated on, humiliated, belittled for the gram? Then she also continued. New boy asked if I could have his baby in a year and a half. On God, I said, ain't pushing out his baby till he bought a rock. Then I busted out laughing. He said, I'll put a ring on it. I'll do anything it takes. Yet all I could think of is how much I love my newfound freedom. So pretty much she was kind of mentioning, yo, some of y'all chicks are getting cheated on and embarrassed publicly. And also, y'all are putting out babies for niggas who won't even really commit. And also, y'all are jeopardizing y'all livelihoods just pushing out babies. So pretty much Cardi responded and got that the fuck up on out of here. Saying basically, a lot of y'all thought this was a bad move. Yeah, I had my kid and I'm still winning awards. My career is still here, okay? Now, beyond that, the second part of what she was talking about, okay? About, yo, listen, you can't buy love, you can't buy the people. And she went on Instagram live like a couple days before that, ranting about it. That was the direct response to Nicki Minaj, who went on Tidal. And when Nicki was on Tidal with Elliot Wilson, Nicki said, yo, the labels are pushing some of these bitches. They not my competition. That's why they kind of popping. That's what she said in a nutshell.
Having a big push from a label does not make you great. And to me, doesn't mean that you're my competition or you're not my competition. So to me, it's silly now to compare me to women. Because there's no woman that can come in right now that not even out me, that realistically can put up the stats.
And of course, people started looking at Cardi because this is conspiracy that is Atlantic that's created Cardi. So everybody looked at Cardi to be like, yo, the labels created your career. And she responded on Instagram Live and at the award show saying, you can't create people loving you. You can't buy it. A label can't just throw money down and the fans love you.
And it's not my fault that people support my music. So every single time that my records climb up the charts, that shit really breaks my heart when I see people be like, oh, your label be buying your success. No, you can't buy success. You can't buy people your love. And that's one thing. You can't buy that. You can't buy people fuck with you. Period. Period. That's something that I learned.
I got it.
I'm sick of that shit. Like, I'm sick of it. Sick of it. I can't buy people listening to, jamming my songs on arenas. You can't buy that shit. You can't buy that. You can buy love. You can't buy that. You can't buy people's love. And that's one thing that I think I was born with. I was born with a good spirit. I was born with people loving me. It's not my fault. I got a great personality. It's not my fault. When I meet people, I make people want to fuck with me. I make people want to love me. When I go and I meet anybody that I have to work with, anything, people be like, you know what? I really like this girl. Because it's like I treat people with decency. That's how my mom raised me.
That's not how shit works. Sometimes it's you being a genuine person, you being relatable, and honestly, just you being genuine that really makes shit works. And clearly, she's getting at this notion that Nicki Minaj has been kind of alluding to say the label or Atlantic is the reason why Cardi's this successful. Cardi ain't going for that shit no more. She on some shit like, the fuck is you talking about? I put my work in, and yes, they helped a lot, but they wasn't fucking with me at first until I got a hit. Don't give them all the credit for my success. They deserve some. They don't deserve it all. I do agree with Cardi mostly on this, and with what Nicki's saying, I think she should be more specific, okay? Because, Nicki, you have a label as well, and the same thing that Cardi's label would do for her, your label does for you. Okay, she should be very specific about what type of help and what type of unfair advantage other women are getting that her label is not given to her or wouldn't. I don't know what that is, okay? Now, there was another conversation that came up about paying radio DJs, and we'll get to that directly as well. But Nicki Minaj was talking about buying opinions and buying the love of certain influencers or the people. And Cardi's just saying, nah, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. I got to side with her on that. You can't buy the people, unfortunately. You could try to program some whack shit with them, but for people to rock with the person, it's because they kind of like them, all right? Get a comment box, you guys like them, subscribe. What y'all think, man? You think that Atlantic just paid for everybody to love Cardi and paid for everybody to hate Nicki? You let me know. Get a comment box, you guys like them, subscribe to watch Akademiks.